It's a huge challenge in India because it's not just one language, right? It's multiple demographics across regions, and the cultures are so different. So to make it successful across a market like India, it's going to be a huge challenge. And it's not going to be like one player like Microsoft who can do that. It's going to take a lot of effort and collaboration.
Does that also kind of suggest that it's now back to basics?
Back to basics, huh?
I mean, when you look at the 2003, there was a particular phase, then from 2003 onwards till 2005, there was a different phase, and then yet another phase, and then suddenly went bust. Everybody's struggling.
Right.
So, that's the feeling I get, at least, that it's really back to basics. So, do you see that as a situation, or, are you seeing something different from Microsoft times?
It's hard for me to speak for Microsoft because at my level, personally, like I see this. It's good to invest in terms of social costs for rural people, but at the end of the day, you really see what is that you can make available to somebody like a fisherman who can't read an SMS. It has to be on voice call. And given the voice call prices, you need to really work with operators to ensure that the voice call rates are subsidized. So the point I'm trying to make is it's not just one player who can make that change. It has to be a collaborative effort across the ecosystem. And probably the work with developers to make applications which are downloadable on the ULC handset that we talked about, which has little memory. So it's a long-run game. It's not going to happen overnight. But I'm with you in terms of that we need to look at that market, look at upgrading that market to the next stage. But it's going to be a long-run process.
I agree with you, but someone here said that the next billion consumers on the access space that will come from emerging markets, a large majority of the billion is never going to see a PC. So for a company like Microsoft, which has a strong play on the PC side, how does it view this new billion consumers that are potentially going to come? These are not going to be synergetic with PC. So what's Microsoft's take on that? I mean, surely there's a potential there.
So we have a campaign called More PC and the Web. So that's in fact the driving phenomena for consumer and online. So what we're seeing essentially is that if you have an experience on mobile, it transfers to PC, it transfers to the web. So it's not about replacing each other, but being complementary to each other. For instance, some of the applications that we're talking about today are not dependent on PC. The social networking we're talking about, you can do everything from mobile, on SMS, on app. You can go and post a photograph, you can go and post a comment, you can share it with friends, etc. But what we're saying is that if you are a user who has access to both PC and mobile, then you have a better experience on PC in terms of UI, in terms of rich interface. So we're saying that we'll make the experience available across mediums in terms of PC, mobile, and web. So we're not saying that we'll not do mobile only applications, but we're saying that we'll give the user a choice.
So if I might ask you, what do you see as a difference to do that? Yahoo will be able to do that, and dozen other companies will be able to do that, who are pure internet companies and are having a strong presence in the mobile internet world. So what is Microsoft's USP in this space?
So we see Windows as the amount of features that you can make available on PC, on web, and on mobile. So we're talking about cloud computing and so on and so forth, right? Scenario. So we see that as a critical part of consumers' life, because everyday life you have Windows as your touch point on mobile PC. So that's one of the experiences we're trying to simulate across mediums. And any innovation can be duplicated by competition, and we are aware that we are big entrants in many of the services that we're going to launch. But in every service we want to ensure that we have consumer usability as the key aspect that we launch. So the point is valid that what is the key innovation that we're going to have. It's difficult to answer, but we'll have the finest aspects that will stand out as key differentiators. So we do that's a tracker on online. In addition to that, what we call net promoter. So it's a net promoter study where we do focus group discussions. So across markets, across business segments. But this is in a very, very small scale, right? So it's it's not good enough for us to publish that as a study and share with the ecosystem. So it's more about our own products and services. But the point I was trying is that can we collaborate to drive larger consumer research in India, which we could use across India's internet? No.
Not even association with the industry bodies. What's the reason?
First is, I think, I don't think, I don't want to name, but I don't think any company is very creating products based on consumer needs, right? So the process is that first you understand the consumer behavior, the need, and then you go adjust. I don't think that's the cycle that any company goes through today. It's all about being first in the market. It's all about being one up. So it's all about being innovation. So what gets missed out is understanding the consumer behavior. So that's one of the challenges that we have. Everyday lives when we take business decisions, we don't have a concrete research report to say that this is what we should be doing or we should not be doing. In fact, that's what I want to table in today's discussion, that some of the industry leaders that we have, can we collaborate and look at it, joint consumer research, which we could use across businesses.
In the space that you guys are running,
in my previous job, I was basically selling the PSN backward optimizers, and the only provider that is there in the rural market is PSN, and they have very limited connectivity. And on the single one, that particular single E1 is shared with Vodafone, with Airtel, with Idea, and of course there's one more new license. That is again specific, and you will still definitely boost that the more bandwidth should be there.
The bandwidth is problem going to be solved somewhat, right? And then the revenue share comes into picture. Here the where the Microsoft, the other player has to come into picture. The walled garden that
got this E70 or UK was actually uploading these while I was photographing he's on Twitter and actually posting pictures and updates as he's gone on photographs for the last 3 days. He says
rural places is basically more on the B side. We had also in those kind of settings. So if it cannot accommodate so many users, can be one of the users definitely it is okay, but not
technology. I mean, bandwidth is there. This is a question of bandwidth is there, and it is actually convention for the kind of not the number of users. So I personally actually went to a remote place yesterday, and it was totally out of fashion after the year.
Right, in the last Momo, which was a monsoon Momo, there was a guy from Nokia who was presenting about the Nokia Developer Forum. And there was an application by a guy, and this application used to work on the Nokia 1100 phone, and a farmer was using that application to switch on the tube well at 4 o'clock in the morning because he cannot walk 3-4 kilometers. In that, maybe some of you remember that. So that's a classic case of innovative use case which even a rural guy, a farmer who doesn't know how to SMS. He can only dial a certain, character on phone. So everybody can make a difference. So
the USB kind of service to come.
At babajab.com, and Santil, I'm a Mac, but I run Windows. So on that side note, I'll just get started. Since you were talking about SMS spam, well, my presentation is not going to be about SMS spam. But since this topic came up, I thought I would start my presentation with this little gem of an SMS that I received, not on my mobile phone, but on the short code that our website uses to do business transactions. So when we say that SMS is a serious problem, and it is actually affecting credibility of mobile SMS as a medium of advertising, this is a fact, right? And I don't have a solution. It's just on a tangent. So you can see, this is a short code which does not respond. There is no human at the other end. This just gets converted into an email.